Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing the tutorial for that pink makeup look I posted on Instagram the other day. And yeah, I guess there's not really much to say about it. We're just gonna jump into the video. So first I'm just gonna start off with my eyes. One of my favorite tips that I do, and I actually used it for this video, was I take some Scotch tape. You don't really need a lot. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard with it. You just take a little bit and you line it up from the corner of your eye going outward towards your hairline. Kind of, I don't know if you guys can really see it. You can't see it. Just to go out, and this is going to act as a stencil for when we do the wing. And to have the wing lined up properly with the shadow. A little bit of wetness right there apparently. And the same thing on the side. Okay. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer. I'm going to be using today the Beauty Bakery Insta Bake 3-in-1 concealer. This is in the shade Nice Cream, which I believe is the lightest shade. I have a little brush I use specifically for when I put concealer on my eyelids, but I don't know where it went. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and use the blender. And I do really like this concealer. It is pretty full coverage. It's wicked good. And you're just going to blend this all over the eye area. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this concealer is also kind of thin, so it blends pretty quickly, easily, smoothly, even, nice, you know, the whole deal. And it doesn't even feel like you're wearing anything. So there we go to start off with the look. And for the palette I used the new palette from Morphe. This is the 3503 Fierce by Nature palette. It looks like this. Perfect for fall. And the colors that we're going to be focusing on today is this pink shade, and I believe I used this shimmer shade right here. So we're going to start off with the lighter pink shade, which is this one right here. And that's going to be the transition shade. Let me grab my brush for that. And the pinks on this palette are very pigmented, which I do enjoy. And I am going to pack on the color just a little bit, so that way I can get it to be pretty vibrant. So I am going to go in with a second layer of this shade. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Doesn't look like I need to go in the second on that side. Okay, so this is what you're going to come out with so far. I should probably zoom you guys in so you can kind of see. So let me just... Okay, you're a little close and personal, but that's fine. Alright, and now we're going to go into this other darker pink shade right here. And that is going to go into our crease. I lost the shade names for this palette. I do that with all my Morphe palettes because they don't print the shade names on the palette. They just give you like a little sheet that you're probably going to lose. Like I do. or I just accidentally throw it away. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm just going to take a flat brush. I'm just going to use this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the brush that comes with, I think, like all their palettes. I'm going to brush it off a little bit here. And I'm going to go into this shimmer shade that's like right here. This one right here. And that's going to go onto my lid. Okay. Now, I did use lashes for this look, but I used the magnetic lashes I've been obsessing over. So, we are going to take the Ardell. This is their magnetic gel liner in the shade black. That goes for the lashes. We're not going to do the lashes yet. We're going to wait till last. But I'm just doing the liner now while I have my eyes on, so that way I can move on to everything else. I am using the little brush that just came with the kit. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this. And if you haven't used this lash set before, you do have to do 2 layers of this liner. And it is pretty thick, so you do kind of have to be a little bit careful with it. And while that dries down a little bit, we're going to go ahead and do the other eye. And go ahead and dip in again and go ahead and do the other side. When I do the other side, I don't do a second layer that goes on to the wing. I just focus on the part where I'll be actually putting the lashes. So I'm just putting it right above my lash line. Okay, so there's that. Looks like I have something right there on my face, but I really don't. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape. And when you're done, your eyes should look something like this. Now for the rest of my face, for primer, I use the Glassy Touch and Soul Skin Balm. I've been using it as a primer, and I actually really like it. And to put it on, I use this foundation brush. This is the Luxie 510 foundation brush. I just take a little bit up on the brush, and I just spread it around my face like this. And I do put a little bit on my under eye area. And this does have a little bit of a scent to it, but it's nothing too crazy, so I don't really mind it. And a little bit does go a long way, and it's very hydrating. It makes your skin look nice and dewy. Okay, so there's that. And I got this in a boxy charm, but I believe this, I don't know, I tried to look at the Touch and Soul website and I didn't see it on there. So if you see it and you know how much it is, let me know. Now I'm just gonna take my blender and we're gonna go in with the Beauty Bakery Insta Bake Aqua Glass Foundation. I have the shade 355W. It looks like this. And I really, really like this foundation. I've tried so many dewy foundations and I just have so many issues with them, but this one, I love it so much. It's pretty full coverage. I know when I reviewed it, I said it wasn't that full coverage, but as I've been using it more and more, I can see the coverage starting to peek through. I'll show you guys once I'm done blending. So this is the side with the foundation. This is the side without the foundation. You can definitely see that it does have a pretty good amount of coverage, which I do enjoy. Sorry about the little bit of a raspy voice. It's getting cold and dry up here in New Hampshire. And the way that I usually like to blend my foundation, because I don't know if like certain people have like different ways that they blend foundation, but I usually start on the outside so that way I make sure that everything's blended down to my neck, and then I work my way in. And I don't really put a lot of foundation on my forehead because my forehead tends to get a little cakey. So then it'll look something like this. Alright. And now I'm going to go back in with that concealer, the Beauty Bakery Insta Bake. I love the doe foot on this because it allows you to get like the hard parts of your eye where you can't normally put concealer. And like I said before, it is easy to blend. The only thing with it is you have to kind of do one eye at a time because it does dry kind of quickly. And if you watched my live on Instagram from yesterday, the way that I usually blend concealer is I start at the bottom and I work my way up. So that way I can make sure that everything is blended. And then as I go up, I start to look up so I can get as close to my eye as possible so I can make sure that I get all the bags. And it should look something like that. So again, this concealer, you can see how full coverage it is because you can see over here I got darkness, I got bags. Over here it's pretty flawless looking right now, if I do say so myself. And we're going to go ahead and do the other under eye. And Beauty Bakery is a little bit of a higher end brand, so they are a little bit pricier. And I believe this concealer was like, retails for like 20 bucks, and then the foundation I believe was like 30. Again, that's just an estimate, I don't really remember. But if you're looking to splurge and you want a nice dewy foundation, I definitely recommend this little duo here. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and do some contouring. For the contour, I used this Tarte Clay Face Palette. Looks like this. And I'm going to take the lightest shade, which is this one right over here. And I'm going to take that on this little soft angled brush here. I don't really feel like I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're not going to contour with this today. We're going to go in with my butter bronzer instead. Oop, it lost me. Hello, I'm right here. Thank you. Anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dip into my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's the shade Sun Kissed. And a quick trick for you guys. If you ever have an issue contouring, I learned this from another beauty YouTuber. Her name's Tati. You take your thumb or some fingers and you find your cheekbone. And once you find your cheekbone, you just go ahead and mark it right there. Is where I am putting my bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that upwards and out to the corner a little bit. And it should look something like this. I look at it from the front, and it looks good. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the side. Take the fingers, and voila, right there. And then I took a little bit of bronzer and I just kind of hit right up over here by my hairline, the sides of the nose, the tip of the nose, and right there. And voila. Now we're gonna move on to some blush. For blush, I used my Milani Tea Rose blush. She looks like this. She's really cute. She's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the apples of my cheeks. When you're doing your blush, you want to make sure that you kind of try to blend it in with a little bit of your bronzer, so that way it's not like line, line, line. That was another tip I gave in my video yesterday on my Instagram. And as you're blending it up, you can blend it into the bronzer so that way it looks nice and you can't really, tell where everything begins and ends. Alright, for highlighter, I used my Maybelline Master Chrome. It's in the shade Rose Gold. I can get it open. There we go. And take a little bit of that, and we're gonna hit it right there. If you're looking for a really good drugstore highlighter, I definitely would recommend this one. This one is so nice. And it's so blinding too. I believe it retails, I think, for like $8. I'm going to take a little bit down the nose area, Cupid's bow, and chin. Okay, and now we're going to do our brows. For my brows, I didn't use a pencil. I just went in with a brow gel, if I can find it. Where's my brow gel? Somebody stole my brow gel. Oh, found it. Alright, for the brow gel, I used this one from Mellow. It's their tinted brow gel, and it's in the shade... I can't read it. Dark brown. And what I did was I just kind of ran it through really quickly. Just to give my brows some nice color. Like that. Like that. Alright, wait, did I take my lip gloss out so I can use it today? Because there's a lip gloss I used that... Hold on, guys. I gotta get the lip gloss. I think it's still in here. Let's see. Yep, it is still in here. So we're gonna need that. Okay. So I did my brows, did the rest of the face. We're gonna need some eyeliner. Just gonna go in with my Hollywood and Vine. This is their Kohl pencil in the shade Black. And just gonna spray my face down real quick. Another Beauty Bakery favorite right here. This is their Sweet Grace Baking Spray. It's their setting spray. I really love it. And I'm just gonna, do a little bit of fanning here. And I really love this setting spray. It's so nice. Anyways, back to the lip situation. So for my lips, what I did was I used a Kylie lip pencil that seems to have gone missing. Oh boy. Apparently I lost the pencil I used. No, I didn't. I found it. This is her Posse K lip liner. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw that all over the lip. And then I'm going to take this iconic lip plumping gloss. And the shade is Nearly Nude. It looks like this. Also got it in this month's BoxyCharm. We got a nice little glossy lip going on. And now for mascara and lashes. I'm just going to take the Exhibitionist by CoverGirl. This is their newer mascara. It's waterproof. It lengthens, it volumizes, and it can hold a curl pretty well, so I love it. And we're going to go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, go. I actually have been also really liking this mascara as well, because it really dramatizes, and I know what I just did there. You can see it. We can all see it. You gotta love when you mess up your mascara and you get it all over your face. I do it all the time. But it's the end of the look, so we're gonna try to ignore her. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and take the magnetic lashes. The kit I have is from Ardell. And if you look at the lash, you can see that it has some cute little magnets on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and do one of these little thingy things real quick. One of these little thingy things. And we're going to go ahead and stick her onto the eyeliner. And when you do this, the magnetic should automatically just grab to the liner. And it would look something like that. You can see it's nice, it's cute, it's flirty. And we're gonna go ahead and throw the lash on the other side. And when you put these on, you want to make sure that the side that, like you can see how it gets smaller on the inside, that is, the smaller side goes on the inside of your lash. And again, they should be able to just pop right on, just like that. And yeah, that is the end of this look. It's cute. It's, I don't know, I really like it. I feel like I look really cute with this. One thing I do want to do though really quickly is I do kind of want to go in with this little fluffy brush. Try to see if I can kind of fluff out the end a little bit so it's not such a harsh line up there. Alright, and here we go. Here's the finished look. Again, don't mind the little mascara ring thing there. Actually, you know what? We can try to fix that real quick. I'm just going to take this blender right here. It's not working. Let's try this one that has product on it. Yeah, you still kind of see it, but it also kind of covered it too. But yeah, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try to post a video tomorrow for a Halloween-y kind of vibey look. But yeah, let me zoom you guys back out here. Oop. There we go. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!